We're going to be looking at verses 7 and 8 of Surah Rahman, chapter 55. And I've chosen these two verses in the context of the current heat wave that we're living through, which has gripped so many different countries, and it is happening over so many years recently, and it signifies the extent and the intensity of what experts call global warming or climate change. So let's read what these verses have to say about it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ. And the heaven he raised and imposed the balance. أَلَّا تَطْغَوْا فِي الْمِيزَانِ, so that you do not transgress within the balance. So Allah is telling us over here that He has established a mizan or a balance in the universe. Now this mizan or balance can be interpreted in many ways. I'm not going to be obviously exploring all of those ways in which this balance exists, but we're just going to look at one particular interpretation which relates to the context that I just mentioned. And that is that this mizan stands for the natural balance, order, proportion that exists in the environment that we are dependent on. So Allah tells us over here that I have created this world for you with or on the basis of an order, a balance, a proportion which is based on the wisdom of Allah. Therefore, it is not for you to meddle with that balance, to upset that balance, to transgress against that balance. Now, human industrial activity, so-called development, as we say, the use of science and technology, etc., often becomes unmindful and heedless of this balance that exists in nature. When we as Muslims realize that this balance is divinely made and therefore it is based on a superior wisdom, we become more conscious of maintaining and preserving that balance. We become more responsible in the way that we interact with our natural environment. We become more respectful towards it, knowing that it is an act of Allah, it is a blessing of Allah. It is not for us to destroy it. Let's move on to the next verse. وَأَقِيمُوا الْوَزْنَ بِالْقِسْطِ وَلَا تُخْسِرُوا الْمِيزَانَ. And establish weight in justice and do not make deficient the balance. So in the first part of the verse, Allah is ordering us to keep in mind that we must be fair, equitable, honest, transparent in all our dealings. This of course very clearly refers to financial dealings, but it can also obviously be extended to mean all kinds of transactions, interactions that we have, both between man and man, as well as between man and his environment. Again, Allah reminds us, do not make the balance deficient. Do not destroy the protective natural atmosphere, the limited natural resources that Allah has blessed you with. Because Allah has made us trustees of all these blessings. And these are all limited, right? These are finite resources. And we're accountable to Allah for how we use them. In a hadith, we are told that even the water that you use for wudu, you will be asked about whether you wasted it or used it with a sense of responsibility, right? So this is the extent to which Muslims have to be conscious and mindful of how they use these blessings of Allah. Now, how does this relate to global warming and all of that? We all know that this climate disaster that we are now faced with, quite inevitably, it has been brought about by our own misdeeds. It has been brought about because we failed to appreciate, even recognize the mizan that exists in nature and to respect that. because our human activities of industrial production, I would say overproduction, right? Overconsumption, consumerist lifestyles, extravagance, wastefulness, etc. All of that has posed an immense burden on the planet. And now we see everything familiar being unwound before our eyes. The depletion of the ozone layer, the existence of pollutants in the atmosphere, all of this has tampered with this natural mizan or balance that Allah has made. And it has brought about this disaster on ourselves. We have brought it about on our own selves. We are extremely self-destructive because we do not respect the limits set by Allah. Let's move on to look at the next verse. وَالْأَرْضَ وَضَعَهَا لِلْأَنَامِ, and the earth He laid out for the creatures. An extremely important concept over here has been mentioned, that this earth is not ours to destroy. It belongs to all the different life forms that exist on it, that live on it, and we have no right to deprive them of their natural habitat. فِيهَا فَاكِهَةٌ وَالنَّخْلُ ذَاتُ الْأَكْمَامِ, therein is fruit and palm trees having sheaths of dates. So Allah is telling us that all of this is my blessing on you, and you must be appreciative and grateful of this blessing. When we are grateful of these blessings of Allah, when we acknowledge that this is a gift given to us by Allah and how dependent we are on all this, you become wiser, more responsible, more cautious in the way you use these blessings, right? When somebody gives you something and you appreciate that, right, you're not going to waste it and throw it away, right? You're going to value it. You're going to take care of it because you're grateful and thankful. So the takeaway today from these verses is that as Muslims, we have to really reassess our lifestyles. Are our lifestyles full of overconsumption, shop till you drop, right? Buy whatever is advertised out there, buy without need, right? Buy without watching your pocket. Is our lifestyle full of wastefulness, showing off, luxury, extravagance? If the answer is yes, then we are also agents, active agents of this destruction. We need to revert to simplicity. We need to revert to minimalism. We need to be conscious of how much waste we are producing, right? Are we and our lifestyles a burden on the planet? Are we adding to all the waste that is leading to this environmental degradation, pollution, and destruction? Just think about it and change your lifestyle to make sure that you are not one of those who have sinned against this planet. In Surah Zilzal, Allah tells us that the earth is going to complain to Allah on the day of judgment. Allah will make it speak out, and it will speak to Allah about our deeds and misdeeds and about all the ways in which we destroyed it and harmed it. Right? Is the earth going to bear witness against you on that day? Just think, how are you spending your life? Are you respectful towards this natural environment? Do you acknowledge that it is an amana of Allah which has to be respected and which you're accountable for? Let's revert to simplicity, which is the way of the Prophet and some of the greatest people in Islamic history. And only this return to simplicity, balance, respect for this mizan, only this is the way out. The calamity is so great that now we all have to make our contribution. It is absolutely necessary. We may not be able to reverse the process because it's really out of hand now, but we can stop short from adding more to it. So this is the message today. Let's live simpler lives. Let's be minimal in our spending and our wastage. Let's not be people of extravagance, people of luxury who waste their wealth, who waste natural resources without batting an eyelid. May Allah make us people of simplicity who are conscious of their duty towards the planet that is home to us. And may Allah not make the earth bear witness against the ways in which we destroyed it on the day of judgment. Ameen.